and good morning you guys, and welcome back to another video in Japan. And today I'm in the small town of Kawagoe. Small town, I mean, relatively speaking, it's smaller than Tokyo is, but it's still a pretty big town. And it's only a 30-minute train ride from Tokyo, from Ikebukuro station where I'm staying, so it was pretty easy for me to get to. So today I've come to Kawagoe to explore this town that has a lot of the Edo era buildings that are still standing, and it's actually called a little Edo because it has still that feel from the 1600s to the 1800s, and old buildings that are still standing to this day. So it's quite a sight to see, and also there's a bunch of different temples in the area that are worth visiting, and shrines as well. So yeah, today is a nice day, so I thought let's go out and let's go explore. Now, so I have to admit, it feels good to be out because for the last 5 days now I've been a little under the weather, and I've been staying inside because I was a little sick and a little tired, and the weather was really cold and it got rainy a little bit, and yeah, so I wasn't able to explore, and I took a little break from going out and exploring Japan, and it feels really good to be back out. Today is perfect sunny day. I still got my scarf because it's the morning and it's still cold, but I can feel already the heat from the sun, so I might have to shed some layers, 1 layer or 2 today, because it's gonna get pretty warm. So one thing that I want to mention is that from the Kawagoe station where you get off the train to the main center of town where you see all the Edo era houses and stuff like that, there is a 30-minute walk or a 10-15 minute bus ride to get to that spot. I decided to walk it, that way I can explore. I always like to do that. If it's a 30-minute walk, it's not that big a deal. So instead of taking a bus, I'd rather just walk and explore the town as I'm doing so. But basically here today, there's 2 things that I want to see. A couple temples that are famous that we get to later on in the video. And I want to go see the wooden tower, which is the signature of the town, of course. Also the main street that has all the Edo era style houses. But on my way there, I've already stopped a couple of times because I've walked my way through temples and shrines, and obviously I have to stop and see things and not just like walk straight there. So maybe when I say a 30-minute walk to get there, it might be a little longer if you're actually stopping and exploring. But yeah, there's a cool temple right behind me, so let's go see it. So I made it to the main area, the main street called Kurazukuri Street, which is where you have all the traditional Edo era style houses, and most of them used to be warehouses, and weirdly, I mean not weirdly, but a lot of them right now are under renovation or construction. And there's also a lot of traffic on the main road, and it's very hard to try and capture shots of the houses. Hopefully you guys can still get a glimpse of what it feels like walking around here. But yep, on the side of the street I just saw another temple, which I thought I need to stop and explore. This is literally like the 5th or 6th temple I've seen since I left the train station, which is a lot. This potentially was the coolest Starbucks I have ever seen. I'm sure there's some sort of laws and regulations here that doesn't let anyone just do whatever they want with their business. So Starbucks had to just do it in an old house and keep the architecture, and that was actually really, really cool. Now, for that, I'd be willing to pay $5 for a Starbucks coffee. Oh my god, I just stumbled upon this coffee shop. Oh man, that was special. If there is one thing that I believe the Japanese people do better than anybody else, is black pour over coffee. And maybe it's because of the attention that they put into the craftsmanship of crafting that drink. I don't know what it is, but man, it was good. And that place with all the books, and it was like overloaded with trinkets and stuff in there, and I just love that kind of vibe, and I'm so glad I stumbled upon that literally right after seeing Starbucks and saying I would spend 500 yen to drink a coffee there. That was just so much better. So I'm glad I found that. All right, let's keep exploring.
In the cold kitchen light, we both look for a sign, and you say these are troubles of mine.
All right, the next spot I wanted to check out is called Kashiya yokocho, which is an alleyway where they pretty much have only like little candy stores. Candy stores here in Japan are very typical. There's a whole anime all around that, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, anyways, it's a small little street, and every little shop is supposed to be selling little candies. So I'm really looking forward to exploring that. Also, I want to mention the light is really harsh, so it's getting really hard for me to film or take photos because like everything is either too dark or too bright. Well, it is what it is.
So reckless, so reckless. It took time to recognize we are all filled with pride. I'm a wreck when I'm not by your side. Yes, I know that I have to agree. There is no one as reckless as me. Now that you are,
Alright, so as you can tell, I got myself some candy. I had to try it. So they sell like individually wrapped little candy for kids, and pretty much between 30 yen to 50 yen. And I can imagine the kids, you know, after school coming with their pocket money and trying to get some candy every now and then, and that should be like childhood memories, which I don't have because I didn't grow up here, but I can imagine that. All right, and I wanted to try some Japanese candy. Might as well since I'm here. So these look like, I have no idea what they are, but they look like little mochi with sugar wrapping around. They're sweet, but not too sweet. They're very chewy. That's some good candy. Oh, I picked a good one. It was very hard to pick because honestly, I love candy and I'm a sugar head, so I could have gotten anything in there. All right, I'm gonna have a little bit of a sugar rush, but I think it's time to go explore the temples.
there were no reasons why. I guess all beauty must die. We try hard, but we also were home. So reckless. There were no reasons why. I guess all beauty must die. We try hard, but we also were home. So reckless.
Alright, so I made my way to Kita-in Temple, which upon research is probably the most famous Buddhist temple here in Kawagoe that you get to see. And it's a big complex, and I think there's multiple buildings in the temple, and some of them actually are remains of the original Edo castle that was built in the years 800. So it's a very old temple, and it's a beautiful peaceful park around all the main buildings. I'm really loving the peace and quiet, and the leaves are still very much colorful and red, and there's just not a lot of people. Actually, it's a free temple, so you don't have to pay to get in, and kind of surprising that there's not more people here.
You're up in the sky, I'll carry you home, home to the mountaineers. And soon, my friend, you'll see them again, the ones you left behind, the ones you left behind. And I'll sing for you all the way home. But why does it feel like home isn't home? I've been in this war too long. It's in the air that I breathe, oh, it's in the trees. It shivers down my spine.
Alright, what we just witnessed right behind me right now is Hachimangu Shrine, which is the second temple slash shrine that I wanted to come and visit here in Kawagoe. It is also a very famous one, but it's very small in size. Very nice, but a little underwhelming compared to what I was expecting. But yeah, it's still worth the detour, especially since that one is literally a 5-minute walk from the train station. So I would recommend to stop at that one if you do come to Kawagoe. Anyways, I'm getting a little tired here, and it's time for me to find some food. So I'm gonna end the video here, and I'm gonna find something to eat and then head back to Tokyo. Yeah, hope you guys like this video. Kawagoe is a great little town. If you're in Tokyo and you want to, get away for a day, not even a whole day, half a day is enough, come to Kawagoe. There's a lot of like confectionery little stores that make food and sweets and stuff like that, which is great. I'm not very adventurous with food, so when it comes to that, that's why I often don't try out tons of different things when I'm out and about filming videos. But for most people that actually do enjoy doing that, Kawagoe is a great destination for that. Make sure to like the video if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already, so you can catch more videos like this one. And yeah, my time in Japan is nearing its end, so unfortunately I don't know how many more videos I have in Japan before I head back home, but I'm looking forward to getting back to my wife. So I'll leave you right here, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Cheers, guys.